All right, starting off without any. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is we're just going in it right away. Wukong. Okay.
Yep.
Wielding Wukong's staff is fun, but shouldn't be uninteractive. Reducing both the range on his RMB, okay, good, and his max shield, good. So there's more back and forth all around. In that same vein, we're also reducing his ability to pod race at higher levels of play and adjusting his LMP. Okay, so the name pod race, did that come from pod racing?
Pod racing? Yeah, well, he didn't invent it, but he was the one who popularized the pod race on Oath.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's canon now.
Yeah, he's technically been canon for a bit, yeah.
And now that Wukong has to be closer to his targets, we're looking to reduce some power to other parts of his kit, like his speed boost for landing an RMB sweet spot and the damage of his spin attack. Okay, so Black Iron Rod. By the way, for the record, this is my first time looking at any of this stuff, okay? Also, if there's anyone in chat, any coaches in chat, just let me know and I'll bring them up.
Sick.
All right, Flurry Dash. That's like where
Mario.
reduced from 1,000 to 900. So that's like less attack speed, or what does that mean?
His movement speed.
His movement speed during the attack.
No.
Like
That's his
How
how
he pulls that he gets from the LMB, like hold.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
the
distance he
impulse.
gets.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And
then the decay is faster.
Yes. And then so if you time your glide wrong, it'll be worse off for you. For Black Iron Rod, which it's also his attack speed steroid on his passive.
Okay. Oh, I see. Dash speed. That makes sense. Okay, and then Perch, his RMB max range reduced from 1450 to 1050. That's pretty big.
W.
Max shield decreased from 1200 to 900, so he takes less 300
W.
damage. Speed boost for hitting sweet pot increased from 60 to... I didn't even know he had a speed boost. Maybe that's balanced, I don't know. And bug fix, Wukong's RMB hitbox should no longer be large when casting from low in the abyss. Oh, okay, so that's I didn't even know that. Damage increased by 20%. Do we know if they addressed the double RMB bug?
Nope.
I don't know. However,
We'll find out.
as far as I know, that bug had to do with CDR items, and it's a bit of a spoiler, but all CDR items got hit.
It's also a new
Okay.
bug, so I doubt they know much about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
And-
IMO W patch for Wukong nerfs.
Okay, and then I think this is fair. I felt like his
This is
spin
fine.
attack was too
Yeah.
weak, so I think that's good.
It was
You can
bad.
have ulti use spin attack, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah.
Really bad.
So
Yeah,
overall, how
force
we
him to do
feeling about
R&B
this?
ulti. It's fine.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I like it.
You can't pod race as fast, and you can't pod race for as long without needing to stop.
Real
And
quick.
your range is significantly decreased.
And then
Go ahead,
also, Spin Max is not going to be absolutely dog shit. It's going to do like 1,300 damage if you do Spin Max, and then also, Frozen Palm's not going to be dog shit on RMB Max. Or sorry, on Spin Max. You're going to have a lot of Wukongs moving through a team, like with their ulti, and then spinning on the whole team and slowing the whole team by 50%.
I will say real quick, the RMB max is something that is unique to the Western Supervive world. Like Qmax Wukong is a lot more popular over in Asia because they appreciate the damage more than they care about dunking because they are a little bit mechanically better and don't tend to get dunked as much over there. So they just care about getting the damage to kill the people.
They also have the old map. They don't have our map.
Yeah, they have old map.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's still an
What?
old map.
They don't have the
Asia,
armory.
China.
They
I'm
don't.
jealous.
It's China, I
China.
think. It's
Oh,
just China.
China specifically.
China's still an old map.
So they're
Asia
still in
has the
beta,
same map as
technically?
us.
Yes, and they do
Yeah.
not have the armory.
Huh, do they have the new items?
I think they're getting carbine as well. Like either they just got them or they soon are getting carbine.
I am shooketh right now. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the game in China is completely different.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is what I'm saying is about Asia server, not China server.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're basically the beta test for China.
I mean, if you had
Well, you don't have to
Like-
say it quite like that.
2.5 plus million people signing up for a beta, and then America having
wasn't it 10 million?
10 million at the end, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it doesn't mean
Well-
all of them played.
I mean, if a quarter of them played, that's more than
Yeah.
NA
lot.
and
World
EU
combined.
combined.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, Shiv. Okay, so even after last round change, Shiv's output are still too consistent. Landing shots should be more skillful and tense in both play as and in play. Okay, anyway, we're adjusting her projectile speed and ranges to accommodate for that. So her projectile speed reduced from her LMB. It's slower, so 250 feet speed slower. I mean, I can't imagine that, but it's like slightly slower. And then max distance, so she have to be closer range. Okay. Quick.
This
flip.
is basically reverting the buff Shiv got at 1.0 from open beta, where it's slightly more range, slightly faster projectile speeds. They're basically just reverting that. It's old Shiv now.
Okay. So what about the projectile speed and max distance decrease? Is that the same from
Same
before
thing.
1.0?
Yeah.
Same thing, yeah.
So they just got rid of her
Yeah.
buffs.
Yeah. All of her
Yeah.
buffs are now gone.
Okay. So she's
Oops, sorry, guys.
She's open beta Shiv now,
Yep.
which is
Which
still
is still
strong.
pretty solid. Yeah.
Which is good because open beta Shiv was playable, but not OP. I'd put her at like B or A tier. Like she was good, but not.
Like unless you're like lower beta or
Devastating.
someone, you're gonna struggle.
Yeah.
I still
Well, not
think
kinda
with
struggle,
things like
yeah.
Longclaw and other powers, she's still gonna be better
Yeah.
than in open beta,
Oh, for sure.
but
I
definitely
agree.
not as impressive.
Okay.
Hopefully, this brings her from like arguably the best character in the game, S plus, down to like
A tier.
more comfortably low S or high A tier.
hmm
Hopefully.
Pray.
The big thing, if we want to get into like details, is her with the increased projectile speed, her LMB was no longer WASDable. Like you couldn't dodge it if they had good enough aim. But now Shiv needs to account for opponent's potential movement a bit more because it's WASDable from farther ranges. So Longclaw is actually nerfed on her because of the decreased projectile speed as well. I think it'll still be best in slot, like with almost every ranged DPS in the game. But that's something to account for.
Okay. So we'll see. It doesn't seem she's like destroyed, but she'll still be strong in the right hands.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right, Jewel. This is another big one. So Jewel's been underperforming 1.0 across the board. For newer Jewel means we wanted to give her some more reliability, so we're increasing her HP and adjusting the cost of RMB/Q for higher level play. We hope changes to LMB and Lightning Orb will add smoothness and consistency to her combat rotations. We also fixed persistent bug with Jewel's dash damage, which led us to tweaking her passive to have a higher base damage but lower max health scaling. Okay, so let's see what they actually did. So is Afro going to come back to the game? Let's see.
No.
LMB.
Nope.
Okay.
It's not enough.
Okay. Self-slow during LMB duration decrease. Okay, that's a nice quality of life, I think. 0.65 to 0.4. Kind of like the Eva buff from previous patch. We'll take Spear RMB. Mana cost decrease from 20 to 15. Lightning Orb. Forgiveness radius increase. Wait, Lightning. Oh, that's picking it up.
Yes, it's more forgiving on picking up.
So it's
the
easy.
orb.
It's easier to pick up, basically. And delay decrease from 0.3 to 0.2, so you can pick it up more quickly.
Yep.
Okay. So just some quality of life there, basically. Lightning strike, damage increase. So her Q, E. So because I have it on E, so I have to imagine what it's the push, right?
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah, it's the
pull.
pole. Yeah,
The pull, yeah.
Technically a W, yeah.
So damage
Whatever one it is.
increased by 20%. Mana cost decreased. Okay. Is that a big change or not really?
Not really.
Yeah, it'll feel nice, but it won't really do anything.
You don't use it for damage.
Maybe there are some breakpoints with her damage with certain combos in certain
Yeah, I was
items,
about to say that.
but we'll figure that stuff out later, and it'll probably not be a big deal.
And then fix the bug on her shift, which it did less damage, so that's good. Max health damage scaling decreased from static charge. What's her passive again?
When you get 4
passive.
charges and you
Oh,
dash
okay,
through them,
okay.
that damage.
So more damage from her passive.
Less damage.
Or less
I think it's notable early game. It's going to do the same damage. In
Okay,
fact,
okay,
it'll
okay.
do more damage because the bug is gone.
Yeah.
But
I see.
later on, it's going to.
Someone did
Yeah.
the math already, and later in the game, with this whole like buff/nerf in here, she does 200 less damage late game
Okay.
with her full combo.
So more health,
200
basically.
less? I thought it was 200 more.
It's 200 less because there's a passive change.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how she plays. Maybe she'll go up a tier, but maybe it's not enough to bring her to like competitive play. I don't know. We'll see.
I doubt it.
Saros. These are mostly quality of life changes targeted to making Saros gameplay feel more smooth across the board. We also felt like he was struggling. Okay, so like, what was wrong with Saros? Because I don't play Saros. I just noticed that people are
It's a
barely
dunk
playing
meta.
it. Dunk meta. Okay.
It's a dunk meta.
Saros is riddled with bugs.
Okay. So it's,
Still a
we just
lot of
need
R
bug
bugs.
fixes.
Yeah.
I
Curious
mean,
if
what's
they fixed
different?
this R&B bug yet.
What'd you say?
I think the biggest thing. No.
Oh.
Oh, I'm just curious if they fixed the R&B stutter bug. Because every once in a while your gun will essentially jam and you just can't shoot your R&B sometimes. And that obviously is just a loss of DPS in a lot of fights and can cause you to just lose games outright.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there will be some
I
bug
don't
fixes
think they
that aren't in
fixed that
here.
bug. I think they'd
Yeah, it doesn't
say
look
if they
like it.
fixed the bug, if they fixed it.
They
Or
usually
at
they
least if
usually
they tried to fix
they
it.
usually do fix bugs that aren't even in patch notes that often.
Yeah,
so-
sometimes they have hidden.
Yeah, that
bugs
is
like
true.
that.
They do
Yeah.
shadow fix stuff all the time.
Not Eva's. She just
No,
gets railroaded.
She gets
Wait,
no,
wait,
yeah.
wait, what? Wait, what?
Yeah, she gets shadow bug, not shadow bug fixed.
Yeah.
Eva?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, I think
Uh,
Saros will be fine, but there are some Saros out there that are like getting nasty with him right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just a little bit of
Honestly, just
cooldown reduction and
Just the-
making his art easier to get into. So nothing big.
Yep.
Go ahead.
it's kind of big with the R being easier to get into because it was
Yeah.
you could accidentally into game just based on a ultimate not working. Half your team can't get into it if you don't jump at the proper angle, and then when you get
Yeah.
out of it, there's like
Yeah.
it's also on a bad angle, so you can't get back in. Because of
Yep.
those bugs, I think a lot of people didn't want to play him for his
Yeah.
viability of just having that easy rotation. And
Yeah.
now he can be played, hopefully, if it really is fixed.
Yeah.
And the above and below point, namely, is when you're throwing your portal at a wall that's over abyss, so you don't just walk into it. You have to like glide at just the right angle, like Toilet said. So with the map being far more abyss, it made Saros's portal even more janky.
That's
Alright.
the quality of life. That's pretty nice.
All right.
Let's get Lario up here. We're about to talk about Eva.
I've invited him, so. All right.
Ooh.
Eva time, Alario.
Hi, Alario.
I'm here. I come from the shadows.
Mm.
A lot of testing needs to be done.
All right. Now this is the part where I'm excited because as everyone knows, I'm an Eva main. So
You're going to be excited.
here we go.
Maybe actually, I don't know.
We'll see. Because I'm already happy with their gameplay. It just, I don't know, just ranked as frustrating. But anyway,
The Abyss.
yeah. But anyway, we'll see. Okay, so we wanted to give Eva a much needed boost and brought her access to Super 5 sandbox gameplay. For a hunter who manipulates life, it felt appropriate to extend her RMB to interact with more elements of the game. Okay, let's see what that means. We hope this change not only makes her feel more powerful, but also helps enhance the fantasy of wielding Argos, her abyssal pet. Okay, let's see. Orb of Argos. If orbs are more than 1,600 units away from Eva, they will despawn. Okay, I guess that's good because then people can't track you down as much. They're like, oh, there's an Eva here, something like that. I don't know. Maybe it's also good for.
It's not good.
It's not good.
It's a nerf. Yes, because you have to stay within 1,600 units to
It's not that
spawn
big.
somebody.
Oh, that's true. 1,600 units is not that big.
As far as from
1,600
what
units is
I've
pretty
heard,
big, though.
from what I've
That's
heard,
No.
myth
longer
LMB is
than
1,400
Wukong's
units.
old R&B.
Yeah, if you go back to Wukong, you see the units away for his R&B.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
similar
okay.
to that.
So if you're looking at, you have to be out of like 150 units out of current max range RMB, like to res somebody with your orb. Dude, Bebo can throw a bomb down and then take a car into like the next game and still res his team in that game.
Spoiler, bro. Spoiler. He didn't hit. He
Yeah,
hasn't gotten there yet.
I'm hiding it because I don't want to read ahead.
I'm just saying.
But friggin asks how many units is one Bebo?
I don't actually know.
I thought
Probably
Bebo
like
was actually
10 or something.
the measurement.
It's
Bebo should be
Yeah, I
100.
joked about that too.
Bebo's
Okay.
100 units.
Anyway, okay, here you go. We'll see. I don't know. I kind of okay. Yeah, it is a nerf. I will agree, it is a nerf. I mean, for me, because my playstyle, I always drag one orb around with me. So, but the second
I think
orb
that's the
will
common
be annoying.
playstyle.
Yeah, but the second orb, it is nice to have that second orb around.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll be a very minor thing unless you're going for. I think the big thing that this removes is you can't AFK farm multiple camps in a biome very easily anymore.
Yeah.
Because
you couldn't do that easily anymore anyway because it started.
To pull it out and put it
Yeah,
back
the
in.
starter kind of ruins it anyways.
and
Also,
the orbs shrink so much faster now too.
Yeah, and they don't gain health on
they don't
damage.
heal.
Also, orbs
Yeah.
still spawn with 50% HP instead of 100%. So you're already at a disadvantage when you spawn them.
So, yeah, that was the other thing was that, and spoiler alert, they didn't fix that. That was the thing that I had called for, and I put it in some notes and told people, I was like, orb used to spawn at 50% health, but 100% strength. So you had 50% of its health bar being at 100% strength. That was the main thing that made Eva like good, is that you had zone control. You had like now you throw out little peas and then they get shot and you're done. It's over. They don't even get to the target before they already are dead. Anyways, I can go on about this forever.
I think I don't play her anymore.
Good thing we all quit.
Yeah, except
all right.
Except for the one that matters the most here.
Okay, so I took a peek and can now revive allied wisps, including herself. That's crazy. That's new.
They're sentient.
Not entirely. So the resing part is, but the self heal was there in open beta. 1.0 actually prevented Eva from healing herself when she got downed. In open beta, she was able to still heal herself and allies even if she was knocked down. So it's half a buff.
Yeah, so you're able to heal the wisp, not res it before.
Yes. The res is the buff, the heal is just coming back.
Yes. Which is good.
So
I mean, it's basically what Moonlit does.
Okay, so if Eva's the last hunter alive on her team and has an orb out, she will knock to wisp instead of immediate team. That's kind of crazy.
And spoiler alert, that's for every GA type of res.
Mm-hmm.
If you're last alive and you res yourself or GA yourself, kind of like Oath GA and stuff like that.
Interesting.
I feel like Oath's GA, I don't think they're going to account for the heal being active to end the game.
Yeah, it must be interesting.
Okay.
I think... Yeah.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No. There's one situation where this is going to matter, and it's when you kill somebody at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Or you're in zone.
I mean, it has happened, so for me...
Yeah.
If you have an orb out, and then you...
Like, I can see it coming in clutch in, like, chaotic fights where they, like, kind of forget about you. But, yeah.
Also, if I knew I was going to die, I would just run straight to the storm. What's up?
So, okay.
Yeah, Toilet made a very valid point. If you're in Storm with RMB up and you're last alive, since if you have an orb out, you don't full knock, you go to Wisp. They must have accounted for that, right?
I hope so.
I mean, realistically, the other team can kill your orb, right? It's not like it's impossible. The orb does not have much
depends on how far in Storm.
During the beta, because pod racing would intentionally go into the storm and self-res himself for placement, they made it so that your wisp dies quicker and quicker the longer, the more often you do kill yourself, and that does bypass through your resurrection. Like, you will still lose wisp health while being resurrected. So
Okay.
there's no way for you to like go infinite outside of the storm.
Is
or
there a
anything
cap
like
on that or no?
There
Yes.
is a cap. It's like 5 reses or something before you just kind of die.
Stevenator and I tested it one time, and eventually it gets to the point where if you don't have a Guardian Angel effect on the revive, then it won't, even like standing on a wisp won't revive them.
Then wouldn't with this change if you have 2 teammates and you go out into the abyss with GA and keep on GAing each other, couldn't they just survive forever then?
You would still take enough damage eventually that it wouldn't matter.
Okay.
Okay.
Because the GA effect doesn't heal the Wisp, like the Wisp actual health. What they're saying is, like, even if you have the GA effect on you and you're still losing
It's too fast,
the Wisp
yeah.
health, you'll die. And the Storm will do true Wisp damage. Correct?
Yes.
As far as
Okay.
I'm aware, that's what it's saying. So it's only the actual
Let me.
the
me
respawn time,
confirm.
not the actual HP.
Okay.
Me-
Can
So I
I
have
can I
one
say something real
complaint
quick?
then.
Go ahead.
So it also stomps enemy wisps. Respawn. You can use respawn beacons and capture base camps. So if we go
Yes.
with the Bebo lore, because when they introduced this to Bebo, they said that means okay, now Bebo bombs are sentient. So this means Argos orbs
are
are
sentient.
sentient. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Argos
Yep,
is
that
sentient.
makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah, Argos is
It's your
already
abyssal
sentient.
pet.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is, but
Bit
then
of
you have
Eva
the
lore.
1600 range. It could kind of just, if you're really close to rezzing and then you accidentally get out of range, it can just completely ruin it. So with Eva, and even if she gets pushed away, there's still some kind of counterplay to it compared to people, which is just you have to kill the bomb.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it shows the range, as in like if you get far away enough, it kind of like shows
does
you
not.
the range. It does not. Okay.
I don't
Well,
think
we
that's
don't know.
kinda
We have
fun.
to see.
Yeah, I mean, we'll
I mean,
learn
if
it
they-
eventually.
If they at least had an indicator, kind of like how Zeph has an indicator for his R&B heal range, it might still be
Yeah, that's
okay.
what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna move
Yeah,
us
'cause you can
forward
play it like a
because
Luna.
we've been on this point for a while now. So, okay, ability level of so
There's
Q,
bug.
it finally fixed that. We'll probably hear the orb as opposed to shrinking it.
Probably. Like what?
Okay,
Yeah.
so hear me out. You max Q level 4, and then you just perma go in.
Oh.
You send the orbs in, you go in.
Like you put 2 orbs, you put E, you put I for me I have it set to E. You E,
Yeah.
you pull it into the enemy team, and then you shift in.
You just send it.
You just send it. I can
All
see
or
like
nothing.
a RMB Eva RMB build, or LMB, sorry, Eva LMB build like that. That'd be silly
Okay,
though.
I did find something out for all you Eva gremlins.
Okay.
You can take Frozen Palm, and the initial hit does work, but also Ult's initial hit works. So if you're looking to do something like this gremlin ass shit of Emax or Beckon Max, and then you like theoretically you're like, all right, I'm gonna put these 2 orbs in the ground in the shape of boobs so that I can move them as a boob unit to the opponent and slow them because they're gooning about the boobs, and then you throw the ult and then slow them again, but then they have to get away from the boobs because they're gooners and they're scared of them in real life. Then they get stunned.
It
You're welcome.
comes.
What?
Comms? Big comms.
Someone clip that, please. I need that.
This is the
streaming
first
it.
time I've
I'm streaming
heard
it, so-
her orbs being referred to as boobs. I'm not gonna lie. That is a new
What,
one for me.
what are you talking about?
I call them
That-
B-bombs.
Have you never put down the orbs and then told your team you made something for them?
Well, because I'm not a child.
Is this
I
what
am
you
fucking
did during your
tired.
GM grind?
Bro,
DJ, you're
I
what,
played-
39?
100. Yeah, I'm 39 years old. 138 hours from bronze to GM on Eva. You gotta do some stuff to take up the time. Sometimes you're just
Bro,
standing.
I have 300 hours on Ava, and I never did that, man.
No. I have more hours. I'm just saying, just the GM grind was 138. Just that account.
Crazy.
B-bombs.
Yeah. So you can
That's
make
not
the
that bad, actually.
Can I hold on?
Eva boobs.
Okay.
It'll be good for your health.
Does this mean they did not fix her RMB bug? Max
If
No,
they
effects
did, they
RMB?
didn't mention it.
No,
What's
it's
the
still
RB
there.
bug?
Although I did mention it to Safe Locked, and she says she'll have a look if it's
I
intentional
mentioned
or
it
not.
last
Okay.
patch.
What's
So-
the
I
bug?
mentioned it since the launch of the game.
Yeah. I mean, what I'm saying is I brought it up again last patch, and I was
Okay.
like, "Hey, is this fixed?" And they're like, "Can you write us out a list?" And I did. I gave them a full list of like the Eva bugs that I knew off the top of my head.
Dude, I think many of us have made a list. I don't know if you've seen the reported bug channel over in the official Discord. There's about 19 different Ava bug lists.
Fire.
Yeah, I mean that checks out. But she also, like, they haven't been clear, and I've said this as well. Like, it's you guys took away her ability to heal the orbs on damage. Are you actually
That was
taking that out, or is that a
Yeah,
purpose?
that was an intentional nerf. They have
So
been
then-
clear about that.
Why is that still in the game? This is supposed to be better for the new player experience. Like, take the text out of the game. How hard is it to remove text out of a skill? Like, what?
Very.
Really?
Apparently very hard considering they haven't done it. It's been 3 weeks.
They haven't.
sorry, 4
they haven't
weeks.
changed some writing and some some abilities like Felix burn. Like they haven't changed that one. The one that they changed like October. They still haven't changed it. Like it used to like kill on one charge or whatever. I forget what it was on the fire. Yeah, they have not changed the text at all.
Okay, sorry. I just need to move the conversation forward. So
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Overall,
We've got 4 Eva mains in a call of 7 people.
yeah.
I'm
So
a-
what I was
I'm
gonna say
a-
was, I think these are good changes, but I don't think it's gonna like make her super strong.
I don't think these
What I'm
changes are
assuming
good nor
is-
beneficial for her.
I'm thinking they're wanting to make her more of a low elo character, but higher elo she loses priority. That's the way I'm seeing it.
Good luck with your grind, Luna.
I'll still go for it. Don't worry. I'll still go for it. At least now, like people won't say she's OP, so like there's still some
Who
clout
the
to
fuck
getting her
ever
into
said
master.
that?
I think
Arena
it is
3.0?
valid because there was a point where she was like objectively the strongest level 1 character in the game, and high
I
elo
will
teams would play
argue-
Eva, and it just made contesting, it just made macro really like unpleasant.
Okay.
Level
agreed.
1, she is still strong,
Yeah.
but that's also all she has now.
Okay, let's move on to Jin. So, Jin's ability to hide Death Blow. What's Death Blow? The second
His
part of
The
the
second part is
Is
Q.
execute.
It's Q2, his slam.
His
Oh,
slam.
okay. An extender stage during chase is a cool technique for the Jin player, but unhealthy and opaque in the play against. Okay. Removing a skill that players have invested in is never a fun thing to do, but doing so creates the space for us to give him more tools in the future. Jin's benefited a lot from the increased Abyss, but he's also the most affected by the dunk changes we're shipping with this patch. In line with that, we're giving him back some durability as well as more engage and escape options with his ultimate. So, for his Q, I know nothing about Jin, so you guys, please tell me what's going on. But gliding now resets your execute, meaning you can't glide between casting Q1 and Q2.
Do you know what
Translate
that means, Luna? Okay, so
I
you know
don't
how when you know how he has an up flip and then he has his slam.
Yeah.
So his up flip is Q1, and if you glide after Q1, then you can no longer use Q2. It would go on CD. That's just what that means. So you can't slam after Q1 if you glide.
Oh, okay.
Basically, you would be able to what they're saying is hide your Q2 if somebody like you see a Jin out in the abyss just gliding around, chances are they have Q2 activated and ready to just slam you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you cannot do that anymore. You would have to use a shift to stay at like an even field.
It also fixes some
Or
bugs
mantling.
where if you do Q1 and instantly glide, you just hide Q1 entirely.
Okay.
So it fixes that as well.
Okay. And then his ultimate clone projectile speed is now 12 to 14. So that's just how fast it goes
That's
out,
nice.
right?
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's really
Okay.
nice.
And
Yeah.
then some more base health, basically, and that's about it. So,
Yeah.
Just making him less squishy, yeah.
okay.
It
The
almost
base
reverts
health
his
at 15
nerf.
is really big.
Yeah, it almost reverts his health from the nerf they had on his base health, but it's not complete change. It was 450 at level 15, and now they increased it by 300.
I think Jin
I'll
ends
be
up becoming the
honest.
worst character in the game right now from
350.
these dunk cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Jin's
Like
awful now.
the only way Jin was able to play was over Abyss. He was the worst on-ground fighter in the game. Now he doesn't have that ability.
And they've given him
and
0
he gets
damage.
a little bit of health. So
He also doesn't do
he's
damage
just,
over
like, yeah.
Abyss or anything. It's just dunk, so now you can't even use dunk.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to play
So-
Jin, tonight's your night. After that, good luck.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, in the future, though, these changes mean that his gameplay pattern is healthier, so they can give him more strength without
Yeah,
him
usually
just
the
being
rework, I think.
absolutely
Yeah, it sounds
disgusting.
like this is like a like just the
Pre-rework
beginning
type of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, Jin mains are going to complain for 2 weeks, and then the next patch is going to hit, and it's going to be a lot better, I bet.
Yeah. Okay,
Well,
myth,
we're all
just quality of life on myth,
Copium.
remove active
Yep.
burns and activation. Cool. Makes
This
it a
is
little bit
not
less
just
frustrating.
quality of life. This is huge. Active burns
Massive.
may involve some an item that was recently re-enabled called Painkiller Charm. If that relic's effect counts as a burn, then we may see like some weird tank myth stuff where you're able to soak up a ton of damage and then cleanse it.
I
And
don't
also
think
for
it-
Burning Palm. It's mostly for Burning Palm
And,
because
Yeah.
corrosion. Yeah.
corrosion.
Burning
Yeah,
Palm.
both of them are really abusive to her shift. So yeah, it's good.
It's also going to be interesting
It's
to see
really
the
big.
Myth versus Felix matchup because Felix used to be a great counter to Myth because of the burn.
I think if you hold LMB, that's what I heard from like a playtest. But if you hold LMB on as Felix on a myth and she goes through, like she starts going through wall, she comes back no matter what.
Yeah.
Even with the cleanse now?
Actively damaging her
because
will still do
she gets
damage,
she just gets
but
fired.
passive effects
Mm.
will be cleansed.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Shrike. Sorry, I just got to move things on because I don't want this to be a 2-hour
Yeah.
video. So we want to improve
Too bad.
Shrike's... Too late.
Yeah,
We want to improve Shrike's quality of life and presence at higher levels of play, so we're giving her some value in her ability to scout and apply anti-heal more reliably. We're also increasing the visibility and audibility of her LMB plus passive combo to help players understand when they're about to get blasted. Okay, so Raptor's Mark, her passive, which is the mark, right? So sound effect when Shrike marks you was too hard to notice. We hope that the updated SFX will make it clear. Okay, so they're updating the SFX, cool. Trying to make it more noticeable, less frustrating for players. Her LMB, we're fixing a bug where the warm-up SFX for LMB would not play if an enemy strike was out of vision. Oh, okay. This should reduce them. Okay, that's cool. So less frustration for new players.
Yeah.
Okay. Q, mana cost 15 to 20, 25 to 15, cooldown reduce. Okay, interesting. 5 seconds across the board. Thoughts on
I don't think
that?
it matters that much. I don't think it matters that much, honestly.
She can spam it more.
This is a cool change, but it doesn't do much to make her stronger.
Dark Order strikes can very also play SFX consistent. Okay, cool. Hunter bug fixes. Oh, that's it?
For hunters, yeah.
RMB no longer casts when hotkey leveled. Okay, let me know if any of these are big. Rock explosions don't replay when you gain vision of them. Rock walls are now more immediately visible when gaining vision on them from Fog of War. Good.
Quality of
stuff.
life.
Okay.
The first
They're all
bug
good.
fix
Like,
is the first
huge
bug
quality
fix
of
is
life.
huge for those like me who, well, I have it set to V, but Alt is the default. If you Alt RMB,
Right
Alt
click.
Q to level, it used to be that if you Alt and hold RMB, you would just RMB. It would also level it, but you would use your RMB. So going
Yeah.
from that habit of using that shortcut to now having to manually level it up was kind of a pain
Very
in the
nice.
ass.
It's very nice now, yeah.
Yeah.
Beetle Bomb should now have its cooldown reduced when used with Resonating Idol. That's good. Okay.
Annoying, but yeah, sure.
Protophos
I don't know
dancing.
anybody who used Bomb with Resonating Idol, but sure.
Good for you.
Okay, core combat and
Enjoy.
systems. The dunk changes. So we're looking for ways to maintain the gameplay highs of dunking while making them require more work to earn. With this change, abilities that dunk will apply more downward force. Okay, the lower the health, the more distance they drop. Okay, so
And the longer they're stunned.
and the
Yeah.
longer they're stunned. Okay.
Also,
Dunks are
it is-
non-lethal at high health and lethal at mid to low HP. Okay. Approximate cutoff for a dunk killing you is 70% HP. Damage is applied before the missing health. So okay, yeah. So the damage that you do affects how much the dunk is affected.
So you you will never be dunked at 100% health unless you have a shield. That's
Yeah.
theoretic.
Yeah. Wait,
Yeah.
damage
Like
is
AP
applied
cheese.
before
Yeah.
the missing health. Okay.
So if they have like 80% health, then you dunk them, and if they have 70 or 65, then they will die.
Yeah. Okay, dunks
Also-
applies stun. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just curious about their wording because it's lethal at mid to low health, and yet they are writing that the cutoff is 70% HP,
Mm-hmm.
which makes no sense.
Yeah.
And it also says missing health calculation, so I'm kind of wondering if they're meant to write the approximate cutoff for killing you is 70% missing HP.
That's
Something
a good
tells me
question.
that's what they were trying to lead with, but worded a little weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 30%
Because if
health
that
when
is
you
the
dunk
case,
that?
it's a lot worse than, yeah.
Yeah, my thought
Dunks are
process
dead
was
then.
missing health percentage, but now
I
that
think
you
it's
bring that up,
max.
that wording is fucking terrible.
Yeah, no, it's really bad.
Okay.
There's a funny
So-
word in there.
I think if it's 70% HP, not 70% missing, that's still fine though. It just means you're not going to die from 100%.
Yeah.
But characters like Kingpin, for example, are still going to have the chance to dunk you if they get a hook after a more prolonged fight.
I mean, even
Honestly,
still,
this is
his stun is all second or 1.9 seconds, right?
Yes.
If the influence is enough, like I don't think it affects KP at all unless we start seeing the more consistent mantle bullshit that we've seen for the last couple of years.
I mean,
Yeah,
once again, this
that's
is a
good
Jin nerf
comms.
again, so Jin's dead again.
Also, one
Yes.
thing to note, unless they change it, height is going to be playing a big part in dunk. So you can have someone at 100, you can have an enemy
Yeah.
at 100 HP, but if you're low enough in the abyss, you can still dunk them.
Yes.
If they're low enough.
Yes. People right now think that just flying low is going to be the answer. It's definitely not.
No, that's why I say it's approximate cutoff. Is because it has to do with height. So like if you're at max height, like right now, if you're at like a top height and you get slammed, you can still glide out of it afterwards.
Yeah.
If
think
you have
that's
good
gonna be
enough ping.
fun
Sure.
for like abyss fights, because you're actually looking for a dunk when they're going on the low of a glide, or if somebody's trying to maximize their glide against a dunk character, which means they're gliding more often, which means they're more dunkable. So it's a nice push and pull over abyss.
Okay.
I wonder what this means for the actual dunking of, or like spiking after you go like out of fuel. What does it mean there?
It's probably
I
just the
think it's
same. I don't
still
think
the
it's
same
changed.
as it is,
Yeah.
because it's specifically for dunks. I don't think
Okay.
spikes were touched here.
Okay.
I'll also add if it's an instant dunk when you have 30% HP, it almost doesn't matter to dunk because they have 30%
Just
HP.
anyway.
It's
Right.
a very
Yeah.
easy.
And more of the
TTK.
dunks have execute components anyway. So like Wukong's has an execute, Jin's has an execute. So it just like, it's silly. I think it's good for the game. It's way better for the health of the game.
Yeah.
And I play Wukong now, and I'm a piece of shit. So, yeah.
True.
Okay.
Okay, you didn't have to agree that fast.
Oh, also,
Thank you.
just one more quick thing.
Okay, go for
The
it.
only two characters with a guaranteed dunk now are Eva and Void, because they have stuns. If you pull them off right, that will
And
just
Shrike.
send somebody 100 to 0. And Shrike, yeah. So
Shrike round.
Honestly, I
Interesting.
don't know if the Eva dunk is. It's not even a dunk. It's just a stun now. It's half its
Yeah,
duration in the abyss, which also it still isn't mentioned in the tooltip, by the way.
Right.
if
Just have
You
to
pull them
test
off
it
of
out.
land though.
I mean, if you do it on
Yeah,
the ledge,
so
it does
Luna-
still go into Abyss. It's just
Luna actually
my
harder
counter
to get
argument
off of
is
ledge
it's a
and
very
killed
niche
me.
situation.
Yes,
Her ult is
it
very
is.
easy to miss.
Okay,
so
Eva
if
mains.
you're able to,
We're moving on.
Hey, there are dozens of us!
sorry, Ben.
Okay. We have like half the Eva mains in this chat right now.
We have all the
Anyway,
even mains.
Seriously.
Okay, adjust the death circle tuning to cut down on abyss flooded circles, but bringing further out zones like Fortress and Academy back into play. So less abyss circles, which is
W.
good.
I
W.
love Academy endgames.
Yay.
That's going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, now that Duncan Chains are here, we're increasing the cost of emergency platforms. 1,500.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a bit
good.
much.
Yeah, that's kind of thick.
Okay. All right.
Guys, good. What?
I mean,
What are
Duncan's
we?
dead. It's fine. I mean, Duncan dead is fine. Like, it's kind of fine.
Okay.
Though.
I think 1,000 would have been nice.
Okay,
I
I
don't
think.
know.
However,
Maybe I'm being nitpicky.
because of less abyss and circles, I guess it's fine.
Yeah, it's W.
Also, we still got a lot of gold, so I don't think it's that much of an issue.
Yeah. Okay, glider. This addresses the exploit of opening, closing glider repeatedly in quick succession to go much faster. Okay, cool.
W.
Yeah, so
W.
glide spamming is done.
Okay, I didn't even know that was a thing, but cool.
I'm
Okay,
so
mana
happy.
adjustments.
Good.
Mana adjustments. In the early game, we want your mana to be limited resource that makes your leveling and casting decision impactful. Currently, it's limiting early game expression a bit too much, so we're increasing base mana regen across the board and having it scale to a higher rate over time. And they forgot the space here. This should still mean you can't spam abilities without a care, but won't
Spoken
be
like an
quite
English
so
teacher.
punishing. I mean, I was for 2 years.
Chinese Spy is so happy. So
W
happy.
change.
right now.
I'm also
With
happy.
I
with a
think
period?
characters that
Me too.
previously would go like amplifying mana dash what's it called? Dash charge? Dash engine. Now
Yeah.
they'll probably just need one of the two.
Yeah.
And characters
I'm
that
pretty happy
previously
about
would
this
be
too.
like, I don't really need mana, but I'll take an amplified mana just to make sure I don't have to deal with it. They might be able to spare the 250 gold.
Yeah, I was getting tired of
And
spamming
the
I'm glad
pots.
about it though.
Yeah.
I was getting tired of spamming mana pots with Eva in early game, so I'm glad that this is here.
This is a W.
I
I
feel
mean,
like
considering how often you need to tether to her orb, I still feel like you're gonna be chugging them, but
Okay, Armory. So, as announced last week's dev blog, we've added additional duplicate protection to prevent the negative experience of receiving Prisma. So you'll no longer roll items. What did you put in chat, DJ? Anyway, you will no longer roll items you've already 3-starred in standard capsules. That's already happened. Okay, I'll skip the stuff that already happened. Stop. All players will receive an additional mid-season boost of Prisma. Okay, we already know this, so we're gonna get extra stuff starting tomorrow. Per hunter bookmarks. Oh, are they implementing this? You can now see.
This is going to be really fun for the non-one tricks out there.
Yeah.
wait,
This will be nice.
W. This is W.
Okay,
This is W.
relics and grips. Being able to cast more of your spells feels great, but having too much uptime across all abilities can sometimes flatten the combat sandbox. Resonating Idol in particular has been causing problems, since ability to combo with other armory items led to some overpowered setups. We're adjusting some of the relics and grips to bring them more in line with the rest of the army. So, Resonating Idol per stat ability haste refund from 5 to 3%, and some buck fizzes.
W.
I agree.
Very big.
They named this thing wrong. It's okay. Ardent crossbow.
Ardent Crossbow. Which one's Ardent Crossbow again?
It's songbow.
It's
songbow.
Oh.
It's the exactly.
I was like, what? Okay.
it's the harp, isn't
Trigger
it?
cadence
Yeah, it's the harp.
from 211 to... So it's slower to build up?
You can trigger it less.
Refunds less often.
Okay. Isochron's time staff.
So you could get the 1 second
nerfed.
refund every 2 seconds at rank 1 and 1 second at rank 2. Now it's different. Now it's 30 seconds at rank 1.
So basically just like ability haste from everything has just been reduced.
Luna,
Rest in
notice
peace.
the,
Yes.
notice the
Lucario.
caster logic
Only thing
grade.
it's not reduced is amplified haste, which is the plus 5%.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Notice the
I don't
caster
think
logic
it makes
raid.
as much of a difference.
Okay,
Caster
Grabby the
logic
Squid.
grade.
Grabby is the premier... Oh, Spy was complaining about this yesterday. No longer roots.
Yeah, because
W.
this is stupid, dude.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
It's so fucking stupid.
There's
I
actually
think two charges are.
counterplay to
I think
getting
two
grabbied.
charges are more impressive, but you know.
What we mean by it's stupid is this is a good change.
Yeah. Okay, so
We don't mean
generative
stupid as in
elixirs.
like, oh, it should still root. Ugh. No,
Yeah,
it's good that it doesn't root. It removes some toxic true combos from Bebo. It removes true combos from like other dunkers as well, where they would root you over Abyss and then dunk you. Probably less of an issue now with the dunk changes as well, but hitting it from both sides is good. And it could actually lead to some cool movement stuff where like you chase somebody down as they dash away.
Okay, sorry, super quick. Caster Logic just rated. Thank you, Caster
Love
Logic.
you.
Love you. Thank you for joining. If you want to get in on this, I think I don't know if you're in the Discord or not, but if you are, feel free to join.
We've already passed the jewel changes and
Yeah.
ship changes, though.
Actually,
so
Caster
sorry.
Logic, why don't you speak on the jewel changes in chat? Okay. Generative Lictors now only applies an elixir effect if you don't already have one. So you only
We
get
can
one
now
at a
unban
time.
it.
Big.
Yeah, it's unbannable now.
Big.
So-
Okay.
And it'll still be random.
So you can't have all
Kind of a
four at
fun
once
RNG
anymore.
now.
Mhm.
New! New things, new things.
Okay, consumables.
New thing.
We're always excited to see how players approach in-game challenges. The goal is to make every potion, scroll, and gadget in your inventory feel like a potential key to whatever problem you're facing. Happy experimenting. Okay, pocket anomaly. So, we can put our own anomalies down now.
Mhm.
Yep.
So
Funny thing is,
okay,
you
so
can
there
unlock
is a timer
yourself
on
with
it.
Jewelty. Yeah.
Okay, Little Cook can now resurrect and stomp. Okay, so Little Cook
Yeah.
is officially sentient.
Dude, Little Cook is gonna be out here fucking fragging people, dude.
What about
Yeah.
E-Penguin? What about E-Penguin?
Yeah, that's true.
He already
Yeah,
does
now
damage.
we need E-Penguin to be able to revive on beacons.
That
Okay,
would
so
be so
in the
funny.
chat, Mick Clutchington Gaming, lovely name.
W
What do they mean by anomalies? The anomalies are like the little circle
Teleport
orb
orbs.
things that you like. It's like a blink. You like blink forward. It's like a flash. You flash forward. Those pink orbs in the game. You can basically put down your own. Yeah.
It blinks you in the
I
direction
want to
you're
see
moving.
someone use it for heart kills,
Oh,
for Koba's
God, that'd be
kills,
so good.
and I need to see somebody Saros portaling into where the heart is, and then someone else putting an anomaly in front of the portal so the Saros goes into the heart.
That'd be sick.
I'm waiting for it.
I'm also waiting to see Air Blast into anomaly combos. I want to
I
see
did that
those
yesterday.
into
I
the
did that
heart as well.
yesterday. I did that.
Okay, Orb of Revival. Your team
Yeah, it's
is
gonna
no
be fun.
longer eliminated instantly if you get knocked while holding an Orb of Revival as last alive, or if a Wisp on your team is being revived by Guardian Angel.
W.
Okay, cool.
This is
My
cool
only
and all,
issue with this,
like-
my only issue with this is that I'm kind of tired of teams reviving so much.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean,
As
I
we
think
have
it's a good
Evo
change for
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Okay. I like these conditional reses. Okay. Daily missions that ask you to use items of a certain type, blah, 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 should now correctly progress when using all items. Okay, cool. Quality of life, obtainable Prisma bonus from Finisher now shows up on Finisher pop-up. Okay, cool. Arena. All 4 arena maps have been visually updated. Nice. Good job to the arena people. BR.
Sorry, Reno, what? No.
Now fix the other stuff for the arena, please.
Yeah.
There's dozens of us.
Additional
True.
shops are spawned each night starting night 2. Wait. Additional
This
shops
is
are spawned
really
each night
big.
starting night
Relic
2
shops.
Huge.
and will be spawned if there are less than 2 relic shops in the next circle. So more relic shops.
Yes.
Yes.
So basically, previously you could get into situations where there was no relic shop or only one relic shop and it's barely in zone or something like that. Now, relic shops will spawn in, and so there will always be at least 2 in the map.
So is this like them just appearing, or is it like the thing coming down?
I assume it's the
I
drop
believe
pod.
it's the thing
Yeah,
coming
because
down.
this makes me believe it's the drop pod instead of the black bag. It's now a relic shop icon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Again,
Controller
wording is confusing.
added a setting to enable or disable your controller. Cool. Map added option.
Didn't even realize
for-
played this. Didn't even
Only
realize
person.
people could play this game with a controller.
Yeah, you
Only
can.
one person has.
It's like it's partially.
GG.
It's partially.
The goat.
Partially. What
the
is it?
coat.
Partially supported. Partially supported.
Yeah, they don't have like the presets for it either. So it's just
Yeah.
like you have to put your own presets in.
Yeah. Added option for hold release to show hide for the mega map rather than press the toggle. Okay, that's cool. Redeem codes. Added success and failure SFX for feedback.
Sure.
Okay, that's
Why
just
not?
whatever. Spectator. This is good for me. A common point of feedback we've received from tournament organizers, is that it's hard to know when teams are engaged in combat with one another, and that there's often too many things to track at any given time. We're making some improvements to the Spectre UI to make it okay. This is for me. Okay, this is for me, guys. And Relic, I sent him some feedback too, but Relic collected a bunch of feedback for the devs. So let's see what they do. When
I've
teams are
already
engaged in
notified
combat
Main
with
Jam
other hunters
for
in
this.
sorry.
I've already notified Main Jam on this change. Super happy.
Okay, so this is really cool. In combat symbol will appear next to their team button. I like that. I really like that. That helps a lot. Hunter preview voiceover.
Voiceover, yeah.
Death voiceover. Your favorite hunters now exclaim. Oh, this is not spectator. This is like in the game. So
Yeah,
this is the only
quality
thing we
life.
get. Okay, you know, if it's the only thing, but I'll take it. I think it's good.
Better than nothing.
Okay. Yeah, better than nothing. There's still a lot of issues. I just want them to fix the bugs. But we'll deal with
this is great. Full quality of life.
Oh, I like this last
Hunter
one.
preview VO. So I guess that's when you're like clicking on them in like the menus.
They make a voiceover, yeah.
Okay, death
That's
VO,
what
your
death
favorite
as
hunters
well.
now exclaim when they die. That's a nice little change. Holding down, I would like them to like respond to each other, like I don't know, like oath.
Frick
like,
you, Shiv!
Yeah, frick you, Kingpin or something like that. Yeah.
If we have any lore related interactions similar to how there is in League of Legends, we need the lore to be developed a lot more before we get these.
The only thing I can think of is Carbine, because they said that like the person that almost killed him might be a future hunter.
Oh, it's definitely
Also
that
Shiv
Reaper
and
chick
Kobayashi.
that showed.
Oh, is it confirmed that it's the Reaper girl that Carbine
end of
has the grudge with?
Oh, I said I bet it's that character.
Oh, you're okay. You're predicting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Holding down the consumable button for Vive View or armor repair will immediately. Oh, that's cool. That's nice.
It's
I
a
like that
nice
a
little
lot.
buffer.
Yeah,
Which
I
just
personally
spam the
don't
fucking
care,
button.
but I think some people will like it.
I
Okay.
care.
Any notable bug fixes? I don't want to read through this.
I didn't read, though, I'll be honest.
Oh, this is a big one right here. As
Oh,
a
yeah, I read
tournament
that one. That's a
organizer,
good one.
Yeah.
players sending you a message to chat should not clear the
Can
message.
now
That was
not
so
be
annoying.
banned
Thank
for
God.
this.
Drop down menus
If
and
you
chat
know, you know.
entry. Yeah, if you know, you know. Drop down menus and
Partial
chat
fix
entry should not be
patch bug.
modified. End of game revive stats should now more accurately show your real number of revives. Players running double soul bonds together. What's soul bonds?
Soul bonds is an item.
Yeah, it's an item.
Oh,
It's a grip, I believe, that makes you take damage for an ally.
The Eva grips.
Yes. So before, if two people had it, you both should be taking constant damage. So you'd both be taking each other's damage constantly.
Since we have half the lobby, more than half of us are Eva mains here, what is the tooltip on soul bonds?
It's an item. It's the
No,
It's
what's the
item
tooltip?
What's the tool
Sorry,
tip? Is
sorry,
that
sorry,
in
sorry,
the,
sorry,
like,
not the
flavor
tooltip.
text?
Sorry, the flavor text. Yeah, the flavor text. What's the flavor text for soul bonds?
If I get it before any of you Eva mains,
I know it.
I swear to God.
I don't know. I'm not into that much
half of us
BDSM. My bad, dude. I just
Oh my
like
God.
to.
It's
Weird,
something
I guess.
like you couldn't have put a little fluff on these or something from Eva.
That's basically what it is.
I
A little
literally,
bit-
it doesn't. They couldn't be
My
bothered
lord.
to add a little bit of fuzz.
Yeah, something.
I hate that I knew that and y'all didn't.
Yeah, you need to.
That's
go
actually
and
all right. That's
decide.
kind of sick, though. Like,
You actually
not
touch
gonna
grass.
lie. Hey,
Yeah.
I mean,
I haven't been playing as much recently, so I haven't seen as much.
to be fair.
Logic isn't requesting.
Oh, he's requested to speak. Hands up.
Who?
Hands up.
Hello, Logic.
Caster.
Hello.
Oh, hi,
How
Logic.
are you guys?
Oh,
Hello.
How's
What
the
up,
jewel?
Yeah, let's
don't
look
know
at the jewel
yet, to be
changes.
honest. I
You
feel
haven't seen it?
like, well, I've seen it, but like, there's no numbers, so I'm like,
Yeah.
you're a little more tanky. But I don't know the surge shift, like what the bug was. We just knew it was weak and did no damage.
It does like 50,
So
so it does like 50 right now, and it should be doing like 150. I'm pretty sure.
Then if that's the case, it's a huge nerf on the damage and isn't what Jules wanted. Because 10%.
Take a screenshot of the current shift damage and then compare it tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I'll do that.
I don't know if the
To
math that
the-
people did were correct, but they tried. I think.
Because like so one let me start with the good because I feel like I'm coming as a cynic. All right, so I think that the R&B, I think that's a huge buff. Like, I can't tell you exactly how much of a difference a tenth of a second will make, but I know it feels so bad to feel like you're doing a great play, you R&B someone with an orb, and like you just walk over the orb and don't get a reset dash, and you're like, oh, well now I'm dead. So that feels great. Making Lightning Strike Q do an extra 20%, I guess in theory, like we're taking anything, but like that's not what a Joel isn't like, yo, I caught him with my Q, let's go in. It's just kind of an okay change, I guess. Self slow is pretty cool. I really just have, and I mean, getting more health is nice, but it to me, I'm confused on her identity when I read this. I'm like, is making her tankier because like, and they did the same thing with Jin. When I think of an assassin, I don't think of someone that's tanky or a bruiser. I think of someone who's a glass cannon, but they blow you up if they hit you. So I'm a little confused there, but I think it's really going to depend on how much damage the base damage does. Because if let's say it's 50 now, because I know it's a super low amount. If I'm doing 50 now when it's level 4 and you make it 150, then I basically just lost 10% of max HP damage in exchange for 100 damage, which is just like will make Jewel feel even worse.
Also, CDR got gutted. Not gutted, but CDR got beat up. So
Like the items.
a lot of Jules' issues, which is her long cooldowns. Like, it sucks. So, but it sucks for everybody. But I think more so than in every, it like won't affect Wukong as much as it's going to affect Jewel. Every issue with CDR exacerbates Jewel's issues more and more, right?
Yeah.
If you don't fix her CDR.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, well, it's weird. Like her CDR, I feel like that's a side effect of like her identity kind of being changed. Like before, she was like, "I hit you 5 times, you explode." So if you still do that, then you're fine. You're like, I don't need the CDR. But without it, you're kind of like, I hit you 5 times, and like you're at half HP, and nothing's on cooldown, and everything's on cooldown. So
okay.
It's just a surprising set of changes.
Okay, so I'm trying to keep this around an hour long, and we're like just over an hour now. So we're good. So I want to do closing thoughts, but real quick before we close things out, thank you to the 15 viewers on Twitch who are watching this. Love you all. I don't know if I missed any. I don't know you, BH. Thank you for following, and V Decron and Mudeng SV. Thank you guys for following. All right. Yeah. So what are you guys' thoughts on the patch overall? How about I'll just make it an open discussion.
I think overall good changes for the betterment of the game. I personally would give it 7.5 currently. Might go a little higher with testing. Will it bring back more players? I can't say, I can only hope. But if this patch proves to be a good success, I'm hoping they continue following this path and actually helping out the players rather than making it more difficult for them to climb.
Okay.
I agree. This patch as a whole is a net good for the game, but like I can't help but feel annoyed a little bit that like it takes this long to get something decent because they're doing so much all at the same time. Like they didn't need to do 1.0 like this. We could have had more testing. We could have had more information. We have the passion of the players here already. Use it. Stop doing this like big presentation that you're trying to put forth to the entire world when like we can't even get 10K consistent. Like let's just one thing at a time, guys. You know what I mean? Like we can help balance this game. We can make it better. We can teamwork this. Use us. We're here anyway. So that's my issue. But other than that, I think it's solid.
My issue right now is they're adding too many characters too quick, and they're not like really quick enough on fixing characters. Like Tetra's still going to be abusive next patch. I think Wukong's still going to be abusive next patch. Like these characters are going to be OP. I mean, from what we've seen the past 2 characters, this character might also be OP.
So that's really strong.
That's what I'm kind of iffy about the patch. Because like the last few patches, I think they were good patches if the characters weren't even in there. I think they were solid patches, honestly. But the fact that they added Wukong and Tetra made the patch bad. But that's what I'm worried about with this patch.
I don't think this will lead to more players coming into the game. I think the dunk changes might help with retention. Because if you don't understand how the dunk systems work, like the glider one is intuitive, but just getting hit by certain abilities that insta-kill you is not intuitive until you experience it the way they're intending it to go, where it's like, oh, I got sent down. I was low HP, I got sent down further. I've played Super Smash Bros. I understand this. Like, it might help with retention a bit. I think in regards to the characters, like Toilet was mentioning, to kind of piggyback off that, if they gave us a number of we want to hit X amount of hunters before we start looking at other things, I think that would be super helpful because I understand wanting a complete roster, but also I totally agree that it's a little fast. And Saros has been out for a while with his bugs, and they're only starting to fix some of them.
Eva as well.
I think
Yeah.
what they imagined for 1.0 is that they'd get like a decent sized player base, and then all of these new hunters just helps with retention. Like they wanted to, start off with a bang, right? So I think that's what they were thinking with it. Okay, chat, sorry, go ahead, Logic.
Oh, I was gonna say, I have a split kind of take on it. I think that they should have used us for a lot of testing with the new hunters. I don't think we're actually the best audience to test a lot of their big changes. Because what I've heard from it seems like a lot of vets hate a lot of things, but a lot of
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Agreed
So
with
it's
you.
like it's hard to, because I think, believe it or not, I think they used us to test a lot of things, and then it put the game in some of the wrong directions. Because like I hate to say it, but like everyone in this call, I don't even care if you're a legend or not. You're like in the probably 1% of the game right now. So your view, you're probably a lot more competitive, and a lot of things that we would like is not good for the masses.
Right.
But I think for the characters, like I think they should maybe bring back some of that heavy testing for like Wukong, for Tetra. Like we would have said in a heartbeat, yo, that's not okay. Like the armory system, like, yeah, because I mean, competitive gamers abuse stuff the way devs don't think about it. So I think that's where we should be used a lot more. But overall, I like most of the changes. I really like the dunk changes. I forget who was saying it, but I think that the getting one tap when you're gliding by like a Shrike or like a Shiv isn't intuitive. So I would like to have seen that addressed, unless I missed that, because players are still gonna get mad. But
I mean, Shrike one taps regardless.
Well, I think it's that bug fix of the sound now is going to help a lot, because some people just didn't see her and hear the gunshot cock, and so they would just get shot midair and just die. But now that they could hear it, they could probably react to it better.
I think Shiv does it too. Ghost, if I'm not mistaken. The Saros as well.
Saros does, yeah.
But so I feel like some players are still gonna get annoyed. But I think a lot of the changes were in the right direction. Of course, we want things faster. But a lot of new players that I've spoken to have liked a lot of the things, which of course is why they're coming in. So I'm kind of like the changes overall, and I'm kind of split on most of the stuff. I hope Wu is in a working place, but I'm not quite so sure yet. That's my take.
Okay, in chat, I don't know UBH says, I honestly feel like the devs are suffering from listening to player input too much. As a person who is on Reddit actively, I feel like they're scared to cook. I feel like the Reddit community, etc., have way too much input.
I agree. Reddit has a lot of input.
I have a lot of hot takes on Reddit.
Bro,
I honestly think we should just delete the subreddit.
Like, it was poetry, bro. Like, these are facts.
Who here is in favor of just deleting the subreddit at this point?
I don't even look at it anymore, I'll be honest.
So
the thing is, it's
I don't
hard
go
for
on
me
Reddit actively.
I only look at it when someone says something funny to look at.
Honestly, let's delete it.
Like I use Reddit a lot to because I don't look at just Supervive. I have other things like ZZZ and like even like ASCII art, like random stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like I'll just like be looking through my Reddit, and then it's like delete armory now, game sucks. So it's just hard to not notice it.
Don't worry, Sneakers is doing it in my chat right now.
Sneakers. W Sneakers.
Also, I have a message to all the Doom posters. 1.0 might have been a mess, but at the very least, Etherealcraft is actively trying to make the game better. The game is not dead. It's not going to die. This patch, in my opinion, is going to be a first step in the right direction. Yeah. Hopefully more to come. I'm hoping that by mid-September we'll have a much more inviting Supervive instead of just having it more oppressive. So, and all the Doom posters, go touch some grass, please.
Yes.
The only thing I disagree on is that I think all the patches since 1.0, like besides the mess in the beginning, has been like pretty good in the right
I think
direction.
they've all been good, except like
Yeah.
the new characters and their bugs and their problems. But like other than that, like the patch themselves are really good in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. Like
I would say
the
this
game's just
this one is
constantly
the
improving.
first. This one is the first that overall I'd
Changes the
say
game.
85% at least of the changes have been much better and not just one of the very many.
And real quick, to speak on veterans that play this game like us, like what Logic was saying, the game is not supposed to be catered to us.
Not
So
right
like
now,
all
at
of
least.
all of the veterans that get upset about like, oh, this character, why didn't they do the change? Like I 100% agree. Like we don't have to be involved in every change and every perfect balance change, but use us as like, hey, we can test bugs. We can make sure that this character is like at
Not
least in a good
oppressive.
spot, yeah, to come out. And like because what I've heard on the dev side, they thought Wukong was extremely weak before he came out,
That's what I heard
Yeah.
too.
and that is not like, I understand that you guys you make the game, you don't
Okay, but
play it like us,
To be
right?
fair,
And that's okay.
To be fair, I did hear from like Lemur and other people that were playtesting the 1.0 patch before it came out. Like they all thought Wukong was weak.
And then we broke him.
No, it's not really. The
Well-
question comes in: what were the numbers pre 1.0?
Well,
And-
I think
Well,
I think if you think about mechanics, I think that's an issue. Is that so I don't think
It's
a lot
limited
of vets
playtest.
always think like he has a mechanic that is technically game breaking. Like there's no other hunter in the game that can be over the abyss and just stop and not die. So like and can safely spike someone over. I guess you could argue KP, but that surprises me, I guess, because I'm thinking it's just like if you think of every hunter and you're like, oh, you have a spike, they're like, yeah, you're like, how do you do it? Oh, you jump over the abyss, or you're like at the ledge, you take a risk, and then
Yes.
Wukong's like, not me, JK.
he doesn't, and I agree, new mechanics getting out of the game is not a bad thing, and character specific mechanics getting out of the game is not a bad thing. Whether or not it interacts with the rest of the gameplay, like when he goes up to the max range on his pole and he's in the tier 2 of like, you can't hit him anymore, like that's the issue, right? Is he
Yes,
goes too
agreed.
far up. And so it's like, okay,
100%.
hey guys, take him 100 units down, but the range is fine. And then you nerf from there. Don't make him
Yeah.
fucking immune to damage, right? Like, there are issues
Have counterplay.
beyond that. Yes, and I agree with you. But it does need to be said that if you don't find this stuff, then you're using the wrong people. Like, and I that's not a shit on Lemur or anything like that. But what I'm saying is, like, if you have RTK testing out your characters, he's gonna find out who's able to pod race at ridiculous speeds within 25 minutes because that's what he does every day on Jid. You know what I mean? And that's
Yeah.
a good person to talk to, whether or not his balance advice is good. We all will have
Yeah.
good points of view to look from. Use more than just what little they are using currently, in my opinion.
I want to say one thing that kind of gets me is you kind of mentioned, DJ, that they're not making the game for us, like as the veterans, in a certain
Right.
way, right? And
Yes.
it does seem like the direction they're taking is more casually focused, especially recently with things like the Sky Sharks and, you know, a whole litany of things. It's understandably confusing, the direction, because I think a lot of us got into this game with it being touted as the 10,000 hour game. And while I still think there's a lot of skill expression, it is slightly misleading when they go from that into a more casually focused atmosphere. Because right now, for me, like personally, when I played the game pre 1.0, I was mostly invested in scrims, playing in rank to get better, improve. Now I hop in a Sky Shark and I laugh with my buddies while trying to run down people and joke around and do some silly stuff. And it's equally fun. It's just
That just
what
means
is the
the game has
direction?
changed for you, though. Like, because I still log into Q ranked to be competitive. If the game changes for you, that's not up to them to decide. They're just going to try and make the best game, you know, that still takes the skill and the fun of gaming and puts them together, right? At the end of the day, they don't want to make the game dumbed down. because then it would just be Pong, right? But it also needs to be somewhat accessible, and like if we want to have a player base, we need to be accepting of these changes and receptive to an evolution of the game, or else we're going to sit here and tread water forever. And then the game's shut down next year, and we have another situation of Gigantic, where you have a good game, you have good bones, and nobody wants to play it because for whatever reason. Gigantic was sick as fuck. I don't want to see this game do the same thing.
There's also don't forget that you've gotten really good. I can think about like so I come from playing Smash professionally, and like my climb, was 3 hours every night of practicing, going to people's homes, blah blah blah. But once you get good, you can only be challenged by so many people. So now it's how do you enjoy, and it's like now you just play 10 different characters that you're never going to use in tournament, because that's now how you bring joy to a game that you've put so much time into and already gotten to a certain level. And I have to imagine right now, if the sentiment from the current top 1% of players is that like they don't like the game, then no one's playing it at a high level or practicing, which means you're also not going to get pushed. And if that was your enjoyment, then it kind of makes sense that it changed. Unless there's other people pushing the limits, if that makes sense at all.
It makes perfect sense.
I think that's very valid, yeah. I mean, the most fun I've had in recent memory was last night playing a Luna for the first time and running around backpacking people and just being an overall goofball.
You probably killed me, you bastard. No.
Right. So one thing I want to say with Sky Sharks is when you're in the backseat as KP and you just pull someone while whoever's driving just zooms out, it's probably the most hilarious thing you can do. Because they don't expect it. It's just a drive-by. You kidnap someone, you dunk them, boom.
I want to say one thing to the Doomers, just to touch on my the name Logic, of course, has some meaning to me. I never understand what a Doomer fully wants, because you say that every change is bad and the game sucks. However, and it needs to go back, but the way it was before did not have players, which means that clearly did not work. And right now, the numbers might not be what we want, and yes, there's been a huge decline, but the numbers are significantly larger than what we had, like a year ago. And it's like night and day. I think, July, 2,500 average players right now, last 30 days, 5,500. That's more than double the players. In June, we had 600. So to me, I just don't understand what their goal. Are they we wanted it to go from 700 players to 20K overnight? I think improvement is the goal, and I think they so far have successfully done that, even if we don't necessarily agree with their methods of how they've gotten there.
Yeah, obviously still a lot of fine-tuning on different hunters, maybe some mechanics as well, but you cannot deny that they've been trying their best to improve the game for not only the casual player, but trying kind of for comp as well, despite how little it might be. I mean, now we see a little bit of that spectator side of things that's getting affected as well.
Mercury,
who knows what the next patch will bring? Maybe they'll take a little hiatus from bringing out new hunters to focus more on the fine-tuning. Maybe they'll continue just releasing a new hunter, but maybe less frequently. Who knows? But the game is not dead. I don't think it'll die anytime soon.
Agreed. I'm just thinking, because I'm down to keep talking, but just for the sake of the video, I kind of want to close it out, and then we can just get into it again. But thank you guys for joining me. This is super spontaneous, so I appreciate y'all joining. Also, thank you, Logic, for the raid. Much appreciated. And I saw 2 messages from you. I didn't read that. I apologize. Also, Messenger, thank you for following me. And Crimson Blade, thank you guys for following me. It's been fun. I'm super excited about this patch and the future of the game. I think the game still has a lot of ways to go, and I think it's heading in a positive direction. We've seen games turn around, and I think I hope that's what's going to happen with SUPERVIVE. So thank you to Alario, DJ Montague, Game Over, Logic, and Messengers, and Pensado, who is not here anymore. He's not dead, he's just not in the chat anymore. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.